Hi guys, I'm here to review these two Arabian fragrances that are caramel themed. One is Molten Caramel and Date Caramel by Paris Corner. These were accidental buys. I found these at Burlington for $40 each, and there was nothing else. It was just one molten caramel and one date caramel. In fact, one of the bottles, which was the molten caramel, was already opened. So when I was at the cashier, I asked her if she could at least open it for me since already opened. Just the seal was broken or opened, and I asked her if she could just open it for me and make sure that there is actually a fragrance inside or something. I thought I could see it, but of course it's an opaque bottle. I love the bottles. They weigh a ton. So, and then I had to compare it. I was at the counter, I opened the date caramel, and I just kind of compared it, weighed it side by side, and I was like, oh, whatever. If they had a few spritzes from the molten caramel, then that would just be okay, I said, because I really would like to try it. In fact, the molten caramel is the one that I've been obsessing about. I've been watching YouTube videos because I'm into gourmand fragrances, and lately, just this past month, I have been buying Latava fragrances just to come and just to see if they are really what they seem to be, because they are very cheap. And I love fragrances, but I have stopped buying perfumes for a while. I mean, for a bit. And this time, for some reason, I'm just trying to be open. I am really, I would say, very discriminatory when it comes to fragrances. It's like, oh, that's a cheap fragrance. It might smell sweet and sickly and sticky and chemically or toxic or whatever, because there's that kind of smell when you spray a cheap perfume. So I'm like, okay, whatever, I'm just gonna try it. But of course, for 40 bucks, it's not actually really cheap. Cheap for me would be like 20 bucks, right? So I'm like, okay, let's just discuss this. Okay, so $40 each. Okay, the bottle, it is by the way, when I came home, I weighed it. I have a balance or what do you call this? Those, geez, what do you call that? To weigh things. Anyway, they weighed the same. They weighed the same. But anyway, these are very heavy. Heavy, super heavy. So, and no, the cap is not heavy, is actually light. I would have preferred the cap to be heavier, because that's where quality is. Like my fragrances from Lancome, they really have heavy cover or tops. Anyway, so I was really bummed, because this is the one that I want, and then it's open. So anyway, when I weighed it, they weighed exactly the same. So probably somebody returned it. But then she was saying to me, I wonder how they accepted it, because we don't accept returned perfumes, especially if they're open. So I'm like, okay, that's exactly why. But anyway, the manager said, yes, go ahead, open it. So yeah, that's what I did. I said, I'm gonna get it anyway. So there you go. I'm sorry for the very long introduction, guys, because I just have to tell you how I got these, because I've heard that Burlington has Latava fragrances. So I went there and I was like, oh wow, they did have some, and I got some. Okay, so regarding this, okay, so the box is it's okay, quite acceptable. It's not fancy, but it's okay. Bottle is really nice, heavy, super heavy. Okay, scent. Okay, this date caramel has like this evolution, I would say. Evolution, it it revolves. The scent is not just one scent. So at first spray, this is quite heavy. I mean, it lasts a long time though. I've also, I have allergies when it comes to spraying directly on my skin. I get like I get rashes. So every now and then I would have to, I just spray them most of the time on, you know, my clothes because they give me little rashes. Okay, this one upon first spray is really sweet, and it's just dates. I'm not even familiar with the Lush date perfume that they have, but the very first time that I've seen dates, the tree itself, because it looks like prunes, right? You know, when they come out. I was in Israel, in the kibbutz, and I joined the tour there one time, and I saw date trees. I was like, really? That's what they look like? I didn't expect it to look like a palm tree or something. But anyway, that's the my first exposure to dates. And I don't really eat the date fruit for some reason. I don't know. I just eat raisins and prunes. That's it, occasionally. But dates, no, I don't know why. So first spray would be sweet dates, and then give it some time, and then it will settle down to like caramel. And actually you can smell coffee on this one, because as we were driving home, I sprayed it. I just couldn't wait. I sprayed it while we were in the car, and they said they could smell coffee. Yes, there is coffee in here. I like coffee, the scent of coffee. And I had that Montal coffee. It was so awful. I don't know if I got a bad batch of perfume one time. I just had to sell that Montal coffee because it didn't smell of coffee at all. It was like, I don't know, it just smelled so off. So I bought that on eBay. I also sold it for very, very low price because I just couldn't take it. So this time, this one sprays coffee and date first, and then as it settles down a little later, probably 30 minutes or so, the end result will be just caramel. So I like it because this keeps you guessing, because first spray is like, oh wow, what's that? It's very, very strong, and then it actually revolves into something caramelly at the end, and then it will stay caramelly all throughout. So coffee and date at first spray. Unfortunately, my husband is not a fan of this one. For some reason, he doesn't like Noel bean or vanilla fragrances that much. I don't know, he doesn't like the Christmas super sweet thing that I am so in love with. But anyway, I still have to wear this anyway. He has no choice. And this one, since a lot more people love molten caramel, I would say this is really straight caramel popcorn. I love caramel popcorn, and this just stays caramel popcorn forever. Okay, so at first spray, first spray of I like the, what do you call it, the spray, what's the term, I don't know. I like the distribution, even distribution. This one is just popcorn, so it may be a bit, you know, a bit juvenile, I should say. And if you like the smell of caramel popcorn, then go for this. I actually love the smell of caramel popcorn. It's youthful, and it's just, what is it, vibrant, and yeah, I love it. This one, these two, on my clothes, on me, they last probably 5 to 6 hours or more on my clothes, but on my skin it just disappears. You know, my skin, I have a problem with perfumes. Even the expensive perfumes, it just dries up. Although I have a lot of lotion on me, it's just probably my skin, it just evaporates. There are just certain fragrances that stick that I could not remove, like Chanel number 5. I was so sick, I had headaches and everything after. That's why it's so off-putting. I don't like Chanel number 5. And also off-putting on me, and very, very strong, is the, it's not Lancome. It's not, because I love Lancome Oud Bouquet somehow. The other one, oh jeez, the one that they have in Macy's, or something like that. That's really, really super, super beast mode as well. This one, for the price, it's $40. Yeah, why not, right? $40. And I spray this before I go to bed, because I don't work, I stay in the house, but I feel naked without, you know, without spraying any, without spraying perfume. So I spray all over, like probably 10, 15, and then I would go back again. It's just so good. So they do stay on, I would say, but comparing both of them, I say this is more. I thought I would like this, the Molten Caramel. It just straight up popcorn, that's it, which is what I've expected. And yeah, it has lived up to my expectations. I love it. There's nothing, I don't know, there is no molasses in there. It's just caramel popcorn. It's that when you open a bag of popcorn, caramel, that's it. But date caramel is more, I would say more beast mode, I guess. And I love it that you smell different things in there. You smell the coffee, you smell the date. I'm not really into date smell, but it settles down into caramel. But at least I love that evolution from coffee and from date coffee, and then it becomes caramelly. So it's not, there's no milk here, nothing. This one is just more, it has like a little bit of creaminess, or milk, lactonic thing, whatever you call it. But I thought I would love this, of course, but this one, I prefer this. I think I'm gonna have to have backups on these, because I was wondering why they only had one date and one molten caramel. So yeah, I could spray this and still not go bankrupt. So there you go, guys. These are my very first Paris Corner perfumes, and I'm in love with them. Okay, so I would strongly suggest that you get them both. And yeah, so this one eventually becomes buttery popcorn, but caramel popcorn is still there. And this one is just more, and besides, I like the color more because it's more chocolatey. It's like mocha chocolate. I just love. It's just very heavy, guys. It's super heavy. So there you go. But I love them both. You have to get them both. Okay, bye.